All right. We're going live. I'm just going to make sure that everything's going. Hasn't shown up yet. Hello, everyone, if you're there. All right. We are live and it's Saturday morning. Brent, what are you doing Saturday morning? Why are you working? Well, funny story. Wasn't funny at the time that I had a socket that I needed to do, a prosthetic socket that I needed to do, but I had forgot to save the actual design file. So I only had the output design file of it, and I'm going to show you that here. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller. So this is all I had. I did not have any of the design file, and this makes it really tough because the clinician said, "Hey, Brent, everything fits great. I want you to go ahead and move forward with the definitive." Well, I didn't have the solid model that made this model. So here's what I ended up doing. I'm going to actually move to so you can see my haptic device too. So cool. How cool is that? So here's my haptic device over here. Give me a thumbs up if you like seeing that aspect of it. So anyway, so I've got this socket. What am I going to do? Well, what I ended up doing was creating a line that was 3D down the middle of the socket itself. And that line creates a pipe. So I am going to virtually fill this socket with plaster. So I've got that line, and so I put a pipe down the middle of it. Okay, so now that pipe, and you can we're going to take a look through the pipe so you can see the socket. Takes just a second. There you go. You can see the inside of the socket here. So there you go. You see the inside of the socket. And so what we're going to do is actually use this socket to cut this pipe away, and then I just clean up some of the clay. So then that pipe, and I went ahead and cheated a little bit, came back. I just cleaned up around the trim lines, and it was already cut at the bottom, so no big deal. And now I have the reverse of the socket, the exact everything that I needed for it, and now I can continue on making the prosthetic device. So I believe that you can do something very similar in Mesh Mixer as well, and potentially some of the other programs. But I've found this pipe tool within Oqton Freeform to be very, very useful when I do some knucklehead moves like not saving. So I just thought that would be an interesting hint for the morning. Um, and just keep in mind also, if you're interested in Oqton Freeform, you want to have a demo or what have you, we are a reseller for Oqton Freeform with advanced 3D. And I'd love to show you that. In fact, I think that it still is the best software for the orthotic and prosthetic industry. The way that I describe it, it's the hub where other softwares can be the spokes. So you want the hub to be able to make whatever you want, whatever comes through the door. And the spokes can be some of the specialized software, something like something to do upper extremities, or hey, here's your automated workflow. Those are all things that are important and can save time, but you want something that 100% that you can uh, get your device out the door in Freeform. So not only are you able to do all your mesh edits, You never have to leave Freeform, and then you can export into whatever file ready for print. So this is where we do a lot of our coloring. This is where we do a lot of uh, anything for even cleanup of some things to make sure that everything is good to go. So again, it's Oqton Freeform. We are resellers. I'd love to help you out and share with you just some of our philosophy on the why of why this software is kind of keystone. And the neat thing about this software, yes, it is expensive upfront, but a lot of these SaaS models where you're subscribed are $400 or $500 a month. So you're spending $6,000 a year anywhere on software that doesn't necessarily get you all the way. And so my suggestion is to, amortize that over 2 years, and then years 3, 4, 5, and beyond are essentially free when you're using Freeform. So just another way to think about it. But thanks for being on. Thanks for checking this out, and I hope this is helpful. And reach out to me in my direct messages if you want to see or hear any more. Have a great weekend. If you're on the East Coast, stay as dry as you can. We've got some tropical storms that are wreaking some havoc. So take care. Have a great Saturday.